Rapunzel. From the story by the Grimm brothers, Mr. and Mrs. Rose lived in a small house that looked onto a beautiful garden, a garden they never dare to enter, because it belonged to a wicked and powerful witch. Lately, Mrs. Rose had spent a lot of time thinking about food. Today I'd like chocolate pudding stuffed with spinach and minced frog. Mr. Rose wasn't surprised. Ever since you've been pregnant, you've wanted to eat the oddest things. That night, he crept into the witch's garden. These vegetables all look the same in the dark, he thought. How am I meant to know which one she wants? So he grabbed the nearest vegetable and raced home. I'll make a deal with you, said the witch. I won't kill you. And you can have as much Rapunzel as you like. But you must give me the baby as soon as it's born. Rapunzel lived with the witch for 11 years. She was treated like a slave. The older she grew, the more beautiful she became. Rapunzel's getting too pretty, thought the witch. I'll have to lock her away. I don't want any young man running off with her. A young and handsome prince rode through the forest. Help! Please help me! The prince looked up, astonished, and saw a girl at the top of a tall tower. I am being kept here by a wicked witch. You must climb up my hair. As he reached the top of the tower, said Prince Hans, how am I going to save you? You are not cutting off my hair, said Rapunzel. Have you any idea how long it took to grow? Visit me every night, Rapunzel said, and bring a ball of silk with you. I will weave a ladder from it. After that, the prince came every evening. He told Rapunzel about his kingdom. She longed to go there. Only one more week and I will be free, she thought to herself. Why do you always tug so much? Prince Hans never hurts me when he climbs. The witch froze. Prince Hans? Who is Prince Hans? The witch hacked away Rapunzel's hair. With a spell, she cast Rapunzel into the desert. That night, the prince called out to Rapunzel as usual. But when the prince reached the top of the tower, an ugly old crone stood in her place. Prince Hans fell from the tower and landed in smack a thorn bush. It saved his life, but the sharp thorns blinded him. He wandered for months, seeking Rapunzel. 2 of her tears fell onto his face. Suddenly his vision returned. I can see, he cried. I never thought I'd say this to a girl named after a vegetable, but will you marry me? Oh, yes, said Rapunzel.